Hello everyone. My name is Marcos Luis, and I would like to talk to you again about relationships. And I also want to talk about romantics. Uh, Again, romantic relationships. Um, I like to talk, a lot about romance and relationships. I am 55 years old, and I've been dating since the age of 16. Again, I'm 55 years old, and I've been dating since the age of 16. And I've been there. I've been through a lot of relationships in my life. Um, uh, so, relationships start out very romantically, you know, but they can end up actually as something very destructive, you know. And again, I think it's due to a lack of knowledge. Um, due to a lack, due to a lack of knowledge. And I also say this because I see a lot going on. Um, I see a lot of fighting between boyfriend and girlfriends, especially on Friday and Saturday night. Again, especially on Friday and Saturday night, because these are the 2 days when people have high expectations. You know, people want to go out with a boyfriend, they want to go out with their girlfriend, and they want to have a good time. And Friday and Saturday night are the 2 days that people have high expectations. You know, people have high expectations for the weekend, and a lot of people want to have a romantic, evening. You know, they want to have a romantic weekend, and sometimes it doesn't turns out that way. But again, I see a lot of fighting going on between boyfriend and girlfriends, especially on Friday and Saturday when they have high expectations. And I also see a lot of fighting between husband and wife, on Friday and Saturday night. Again, because, everyone has high expectations for the weekend. um, But I see it in the news a lot. I mean, we all see it in the news, how a relationships that started out very romantically ended up in a very destructive way. We all see it in the news. Boyfriend kills girlfriend over jealousy. Um Girlfriend kills boyfriend, over jealousy. And we see it in the news all the time. And we also see it on TV. If you see The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, The Bachelor on TV and The Bachelorette, you see how it starts out very, very romantically. But then at the end, you see the girl crying in pain. And then at the end, you see the guy crying also in pain because there has been a separation. So we can clearly see that these relationships that start out very romantically usually end up in a very destructive way. Again, I am 55 and I've been dating since the age of 16. I have been through a lot of relationships, so I've been in that same situation. I'm glad to say that I have been involved in a relationship for the last 7 years. I have been with one girl for the last 7 years, and I love her unconditionally. And I think that's the reason why we have lasted 7 years is because we love each other unconditionally. It doesn't mean that we let each other do as we please, but uh, experience have shown me that the best way to love is unconditionally, and that's something that a lot of people have problems with. Personally, I do not put any demands on my girlfriend that are, unrealistic. I don't put demands on my girlfriend that are unrealistic. Uh, but then again, as a counselor, I look for a solution to the problem. I try to find the best solution to the problem. And the only conclusion that I could come to is, loving unconditionally. Um, Again, like I stated in my last video, that also there are two parts to the relationship. There's the emotional part of the relationship, and there's also the sexual part of the relationship. And if we're going through a breakup, like I stated in my last video, if you're going through a breakup, do not listen to love songs. That's the worst thing you can do, because it's going to bring out ungodly emotions. If you listen to love songs while going through a breakup, it's the worst thing you can do, because again, it's going to bring out ungodly feelings and emotions. And again, the other side to the relationship is the sexual part of the relationship. And sometimes when we make decisions under the flesh is a Christian term. It's Christian terminology. When I say flesh, means that, the sexual desire. When we make decisions under, a sexual desire, we don't think straight. We don't think straight when we are under, this sexual desire for our partner. So if we make decisions under the flesh, under a sexual desire, then we are most likely to make the wrong decision. We are going to do the wrong thing. In other words, it's like thinking with, the wrong part of your body. You heard that term. You're thinking with your, and that's what it is. Whenever we make decisions under the flesh, which is again a Christian term. The flesh meaning sexual desire. So whenever we make decisions under a sexual desire, we are bound to make mistakes, because we're not thinking straight. We're not thinking with our mind. We're thinking something else. And that's why it's very important, if you're going through a relationship, that somehow you should do away with this sexual desire that you have towards your partner or ex-partner or ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. So it's very important to do away with the emotional part. If you're going through a breakup, it's very important to do away with the emotional side of the relationship. And we do that by not listening to love songs. Again, it's the worst thing you can do. And then again, we have to do away with the sexual part of the relationship, and we have to find a way to release the sexual energy. So we are no longer thinking, once we do away with the sexual desire, then we can think straight, then we can think better. And that will help us go through the breakup in a much constructive way, in a much better way. So, we have to know the difference, We have to know the difference. We have to see clearly the way we think under the flesh. Again, a sexual desire. Whenever we make decisions under a sexual desire, it's no good. We are about to make the wrong decision. So it's very important to do away with this sexual desire. And there are ways that we can do that. Again, it's also very important to go into a relationship with the mentality that nothing is perfect. Again, it's very important to enter a relationship knowing that nothing is perfect. So if something goes wrong, you're not hurt badly. We live in a fallen world. The first relationship was Adam and Eve, and the very first relationship on the face of the earth was Adam and Eve, and they fell. It ended up in destruction. And we inherited imperfection from Adam and Eve. So I'm not perfect, and you're not perfect, and there's no perfect human, on earth. So how can I expect perfection from my girlfriend, knowing that she's not perfect? So how can my girlfriend expect perfection from me, knowing that I am not perfect? Expecting perfection from your lover or your husband and wife is totally a illusion. It's not there. It's whenever we expect perfection from a person, we are looking for something that's not really there. You know. So, again, Adam and Eve was the first relationship on earth, and they fell, and it became destructive. So we inherited imperfection from Adam and Eve, but we still have the ability to reason. We have the ability to think, and we have the ability to reason. We have the ability to think and find better ways of life. That we still have. Even though we have inherited imperfection from Adam and Eve, and even though we're not perfect, we still have the ability to reason, to think and put things together and find a better way. That we still have. And throughout the centuries, man has created great societies. Again, throughout, since the beginning, man has created great societies. But these societies are not perfect, and the people in it are not perfect. So just realizing that nothing is perfect and nothing will ever be perfect is a good thing, because like that, when something goes wrong, we're not badly hurt. Again, I've been involved in a relationship for 7 years, and it's been a good 7 years. It hasn't been perfect, but it's been a pretty good 7 years. And again, it's because I have decided to love unconditionally. It doesn't mean that I accept everything, but if something goes wrong, I am no longer hurt. And again, I'm talking from experience. I started dating at the age of 16, and I am 55 years old. I started, let's see, that means that I've been dating for the last 39 years. 39, 40, yeah, 39 years I've been dating for the last 39 years. And I've been there. I've been through a lot of relationships. So I am talking from experience, and by no means I'm trying to say that I'm perfect. I'm not perfect, and nobody is. My girlfriend is not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody is. But then again, even though Adam and Eve fell in the Garden of Eden, and even though we have inherited imperfection from Adam and Eve, there's one thing we still have, and that is the ability to reason. We have the ability to think and put things together and find a better way. Anyway, my name is Michael Solis. I hope that this video has been helpful. Anyway, I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.